Yes, sir. We back. Great Man and God Media TV back with another reaction video. This time, man, listen, I had to do something a little bit different. I follow a lot of people involved in hip hop on YouTube. And one of the videos, or many of the videos related to this guy you're seeing right now on my timeline, were popping up, and I had to check them out. Shout out to Justin Hunt, formerly of Hip Hop DX. Shout out to him. I watch his channel all the time. Um, of course, the history behind this, as you guys know, I'm sure you guys who are watching me are aware of the history behind Justin Hunt and this guy right here. What's the dirt ball, or what's the dirt? um, so this guy here, what's the dirt? As you can see, he has an apology video towards Justin Hunt because of his miserable breakdown of family matters, which did not deserve any time of day to do a breakdown of a guy who uses ghostwriters, as in Drake. There's no reason for anybody to do a breakdown of a guy who uses ghostwriters, especially a breakdown video of over 2.5 hours. That is complete and utter garbage, right? Complete waste of time. Now, mind you, yes, but prior to that horrendous breakdown, which I did not watch and I did not care for, I was never going to waste my time watching that breakdown. Yeah, I did watch the 616 in LA breakdown. That's how I became fond of What's the Dirt. And when I saw it, yes, I was impressed. All right. Yes, I was impressed with the breakdown. Right. But this is what happens when you have an outsider like this, What's the Dirt, from Canada, as Justin Hunt would call him, from his cave in Canada. This is what the guy from What's the Dirt, where he got too comfortable in our house. Yeah, I give you guys a perfect analogy where you invite, a neighbor. That's just not even a neighbor. Just say a stranger that you don't even know in your house, right? You tell them to take off their shoes. You ask them that they want something to eat or something to drink. You give them some food or whatever the case may be. They're eating your food for the first time. They never had this kind of food before. They never seen this kind of furniture. Things of that nature. They're pretty much an awestruck of the vibe and the je ne sais quoi of your house, the way it's laid out, the paintings on the wall, the food, the decorations. They're in awe. They're just so in love with how you presented themselves towards them, right? So because they're in awe and all of that, What's the Dirt, who was the guest inside of your house, decides, you know what, I'm sorry, I gotta leave. I appreciate your time, right? He rushes out the house, drops the food on the floor, and just leaves abruptly. Even though he said he was inspired by everything, right? Just leaves abruptly and spills everything on the floor. You got to clean up the mess. It's like, dang, what the hell happened? Right? You didn't expect that to happen. You were showing him love. You were showing that person a lot of, just overall making sure that person felt comfortable inside your home. You were doing your best to make sure that person felt comfortable inside your home, while What's the Dirt decides to abruptly leave, spilling everything, dropping the food and the drink on the floor for no damn reason, and pretty much disrespecting your safe space, your personal space inside your home. You don't know this man. So you didn't, you couldn't have expected that, but at the same time, you don't know what he's capable of. Right? And so that's a reflection of what happened with What's the Dirt. And What's the Dirt got extremely comfortable after that 616 in LA breakdown. He got extremely comfortable in our house in hip hop. And when he did the breakdown of the atrocious Family Matters song from Drake, he was, well, he is, for me at least, he will be forever known as the nigga counter. I'm calling What's the Dirtbag the nigga counter from now on. He is the nigga counter, counting the amount of times Drake said the word nigga in Family Matters as a rebuttal to Euphoria, because K Dot said, we don't want to hear you say nigga no more. That went over your head. What's the dirtbag? Because it wasn't about the fact that he couldn't say the N word. It's because of the fact that he's not a part of the culture. Just like Lecrae said, Drake and yourself, you Canadian motherfuckers, are fans of the culture. Myself, K Dot, are products of the culture. I am hip hop. You know, I'm from Compton, California, right? Same exact area as K Dot. I'm from Nutty Block. My former address was 15821 Tarrant Avenue, 90247. All right. All right. That was my childhood address, man. The area now is completely gentrified, but back in the day, extremely rough area. You know, I witnessed a lot of crazy shit back in the day, but that's another topic of conversation, right? But when it comes to this guy, and I'm just putting this on the screen, I'm not going to react. I'm not going to watch the video, the apology video. I just wanted to put this really as a thumbnail, right? For this guy, what's the dirt? But like I said, with his apology to the company man and him addressing, you know, what he said about the company man and completely ragdolling the company man, not knowing, well, actually, I take that back. He did know, because I did watch the apology video. He admitted he was a big fan of Justin Hunt, watched his content as he was an upcoming YouTuber and all that stuff. He admitted to it, which basically means you disrespected him anyway. The fact that you knew how accredited and respected he was as a hip hop journalist. And also, man, journalism is a lost form. It's a lost art form. There aren't any true journalists anymore. The company man is one of the last men standing who are true journalists, who actually research. And I'm not talking about Google research. We're talking about site sourcing. We're talking about boots to the ground, talking to direct sources, right? Fact checking. That stuff that's outside of Google. That's what's the dirt is known for. He's just a Googler. That's all you're doing. The company man is way more faceted than that, which is why when he critiqued you, what's the dirt bag, it was out of respect. And he took that personally. What's the dirtbag took that personally, aka the nigga counter, took that personally and completely disrespected the company man, which of course the company man came back and did the Euphoria response back to what's the dirtbag, aka the nigga counter. And rightfully so, man. See, that's the problem. Like I said, going back to what I said, we made what's the dirtbag feel too comfortable after that 616 in LA breakdown. You know, he had subconsciously, I would say this. I don't know the man, but I can say without a shadow of a doubt that subconsciously he had this elitism in his head after that 616 in LA breakdown. And so when he decided to do the breakdown for the Family Matters, that's where all this stuff, you know, the shit hit the fan. Counting the word nigga in a song, right? Trying to decipher someone's blackness by calling Justin Hunt. Who was he called him? They got Carlton from Fresh Prince, right? And then acting like he didn't know what that means. You knew what the fuck that means, bro. You knew what the fuck that means. All right. What else did he say? In that Family Matters breakdown. I can't think of off the top of my head, right? There's so many things going through my mind that it's just going in and out. You know what I'm saying? That I had to give my take on this because I watch other people's takes, but they don't think like me, you know? Um, so I just had to bring my own take out here and talk about we, which is hip hop, our culture, right? We allowed this man, we gave this man great hospitality. We were very hospitable towards him. And again, we made him feel extremely comfortable in our home in hip hop. And he comes back and disrespects one of the most well respected journalists in hip hop, as in Justin Hunt, aka the company man. You know, listen, you got to take the Kate out approach. Guys like What's the Dirtbag, guys like Drake, in my opinion, should not be involved in hip hop. K-Dot has no remorse for Drake. No remorse. When you talk about this man's family or when you talk about Justin Hunt's livelihood and trying to ruin his reputation, all gloves are off. You see the dynamic here? Right? K-Dot was like, listen to Drake, don't mention my family. Because if you do, all hell's going to break loose. And what did Drake do? Mention his family. Justin Hunt was a well-respected, still well-respected journalist in hip-hop. Gave What's the Dirtbag a professional, respected critique about that trash-ass breakdown of Family Matters. What did the company man, what did What's the Dirtbag do? Came back, all gloves off, and tried to tarnish and ruin the legacy and reputation of Justin Hunt, aka the company man. And so Justin had all rights to come back at What's the Dirtbag with the same energy. And he euphoria'd. That's the new one right now. We're not saying ethered anymore. He euphoria'd What's the Dirtbag. Justin Hunt, if you're watching this, you euphoria'd What's the Dirtbag. Shout out to you, my friend. Shout out to you. And that's deserving, well deserving of What's the Dirtbag. He deserved that. So there should be any place for guys like What's the Dirt in hip hop, and there should be any place like guys like Drake in hip hop. We got to have that same energy K-Dot does, relentlessness. All right. So all in all, man, What's the Dirtbag? Like I said, I did find 616 in LA. I thought that was a great breakdown, you know. And I was like, yo, this guy's got some pretty good content, you know. The fact that he's from Canada seems like he's he respects hip hop, you know. I thought he had some good work based off that particular breakdown, right? And I was wrong. I was wrong because again, elitism is a subconscious thing guys like What's the Dirtbag has subconsciously. And he felt too damn invincible, too powerful after the massive amount of praise he got from 616 in LA. We made this man feel too comfortable. All right. So know what you guys are getting into when you're inviting guests in hip hop. When you're inviting guests in hip hop, I'm not saying guests aren't allowed. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying make sure you know what you're getting into when you're allowing guests in hip hop to be a part of our culture. All right? Know that. So anyway, man, those are my thoughts on that. Leave your comments down below, man. Do you guys agree with me? Do you guys think that What's the Dirt? We allowed him to be too comfortable in our culture? Let me know in the comment section, family. Till next time, make sure you also like, comment, share, and subscribe, family. I need my YouTube subscribers up by 10K before the end of this year, family. All right, and there's my Cash App. Hashtag $GMOGFitness. Till next time, family. Signing out.